If you want to make more money faster in Starsand Island, over 900,000 gold in just one day, then you just need to use my new farm layout. Here's the best money farm, easily explained step by step. First of all, we need to be on the Wikipedia on crafting expert and also on farmer expert, and having on top also bee blessings at max level that we can instant grow our crops. In addition, we do need some moonflower seeds that we can place it around our field, and we need beehives with bees that we can instant grow our crops. The more you get of this, the better it is. Further, we want also to get auto fertilizer boxes, sprinklers for watering, fertilizer boxes to make fertilizer, and also having some grinder, Starsand grinder, and gem makers are pretty helpful. On top, it's very helpful to have already a robot farm in the forest, because we will need a lot of ores for later processing. And also having a small wood farm to gather a lot of fiber and softwood is also really nice. The farm layout we use is a 5x5 grid of farmland, trellis or paddy fields, whatever you want, surrounded with one layer of flowers. If you have the chain harvest perk, which I don't, then you need actually to make one empty farmland space between flowers and your field, that you don't chain harvest down the flowers on top. And the bees in the middle will basically then fly to the flowers. We have our bee blessings boost, which will then instant grow the crops, as you will see later. Also, don't worry about the weeds, guys, because they actually only slow down the growth, and we can kind of ignore this completely. You should build as many of these 5x5 farm layouts as you can support with also bees and flowers, because we make like more of an efficient build rather than a big one. My advice is, guys, that you are starting with 1 or 2 of them and then just expanding them slowly. That's also how I did it, and we have now already here 12 fields which we are completely supporting with this, and which gives us a huge revenue, as I will show you. Out of the seed shop, we are getting then the crops which are the most expensive for us, because they give us the most revenue. And I also want to make a star mango build, so I will use this a lot. And I also have unlocked the refreshes, which means if I buy here out the seeds, you can then refresh this, and then you can buy even more of it per day. In order to get the refreshes, you need on the Wikipedia onto the farming tile also maxed out the golden farmer one on the intermediate level. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe now and see more insane money builds in Starsand Island. So the plan is basically that you are buying the seeds, you're planting them, you're growing them, and then you harvest them twice per day. And you do this as often as you can. And I also recommend to take the mushroom soups while harvesting, because they are giving us the creamy seeds buff, which are helping us a lot with getting more seeds in. Especially the rare immortal seeds are really valuable, because we want to make our whole field with immortal seeds to pump up our revenue and also make the farming more efficient by not needing to plant everything by hand all day long. If you don't have enough of the mushrooms, you can also just make a field of them especially. That's also what I did here. So I dedicated just one field to mushrooms completely, that we will have always enough of them. Once your field gets really big, like mine already, then you also will run in a bit of trouble with seeds, because you can only buy 80 per day. That's why we also want to make grinder. Here we can make out of our crops seeds, which we can then plant, or we go even onto a Starsand grinder then with the seeds. And here we can make out of the seeds, lunar cores, honey and protein powder, even immortal seeds, which are really good in the game. The honey we will just get from our beehives, lunar cores we get from our farm in the forest, and the protein powder we can get just from bees, guys. So we simply will buy bees here, and then we can make out of these bees, again, protein powder. Then we go to our separator, and as you see, guys, if you have some money banked up, then you can just make here really easy protein powder. And then we also will make simply here on the fertilizer boxes the easy yield fertilizer. Why? Because we can get basically endless protein powder, fiber and softwood, because we're farming all of this really efficiently. So we're just making here also per day basically 99 of this 4 times. Of course, we're running 4 auto fertilizers. Even though we make a lot of them, it will only take like 1 day for us to make them, so we can make this on a daily basis, which is also the goal. The seeds I really recommend for especially this build is that you make at least 1 field of sugarcane and then just a lot of fields of the star mangoes. Next, we also make a bunch of lunar cores, because we also will need a lot of them. This means we make like easily 300 lunar cores. Then we're going to pick up all our fertilizer which we made. We're going to our farm, and in the middle I placed the auto fertilizer box, and here we are now going to manage this, and we're going to put 100 fertilizer in each 4 boxes. This will now automatically fertilize our 4 fields instantly and gives us plus 50% of the yield, which is really a lot because we have so many high value stuff. As you can see, guys, this is also the perfect layout for getting the fertilizer box in the middle, because we can exactly fertilize completely 4 fields around it. Once the harvest got major, we are eating 5 of our mushroom soups to get the buff in, to get more immortal seeds, especially onto the harvest. So we can now go and harvest with our machete all the crops. Make sure that you don't cut down the flowers, obviously, guys, because we need them for the next harvest cycle. Once you run out of stamina, I'm using just star mango gems to instantly refill all my stamina, and I will also show you in a moment how you make this. That's the outcome of our first harvest. We got like a lot of fruits, we got also actually a lot of immortal seeds, and the tip on the side is that this buff actually also allows you to get like more immortal seeds out, because you get just more harvest in general. So the fertilizer plus the buffs are actually benefiting from each other. That's not bad, guys, but we want more, so we just repeat now the cycle and going to fertilize everything again. We're making now out of our sugarcane sugar in the separator, and then we're going with this sugar and with our star mangoes to the gem makers. And here we can now process star mango gem, which is mainly good for giving us a lot of stamina. So just make here a bunch of them, guys, and you will need it for the big farms. And because we need here for our immortal seeds, which is giving like a lot of money, we need like more seeds of the star mangoes. So we're now also using our grinders to make here actually a lot of seeds. So we're making like 12 per grinder, because this is what you can make in 1 day. And then we're just filling up, you know, as many as we want, and the more, the better. This takes a bit longer, but it gives us also a way better revenue per star mango, so it's definitely worth it. So I'm using here 20 grinder to make really a lot of seeds, because I want to be greedy and maximize my outcome. And because we already got now here a lot of seeds from buying them and also from the harvest, we also can start already in the Starsand grinder to make here a lot of star mango immortal seeds. As you see, they are selling for over 3000 gold per piece, which is like a really high revenue. And let's see how much we can pump up the overall revenue with this. I'm using also 10 Starsand grinders, as you see here, just to make really also a bit progress, because it takes quite some time just to process these ones. Yeah, and then we have here a bit, here, and the farm is actually going here really high on output. And then we're doing the same procedure as before for the second harvest of the day. So eating 5 times our mushroom soup and then going to harvest our complete fields again. After 2 days of harvesting, this is our current outcome. We have really a lot of crops. We also have a lot of immortal seeds actually, and also some normal seeds. So this is actually really good. But we want more, guys, so let's go for more processing. This means we are basically dedicating everything to get more immortal star mango seeds, because they are selling for the best price. Then in the dawn of the next day, guys, we're collecting everything we processed. Also, all of our immortal seeds are ready. And now we're having a look of our complete outcome with processing. So we have really like a lot of stuff, even nearly 100 immortal seeds just of the star mangoes. So let's see for how much this will pay of a single day of work. We are starting with our fruits, guys. We get 760k alone from just our star mangoes. Then we get another 400k, so we are already at 1 million just with this. And we have on top even here also another 300,000 and having here another 60,000. So we're making nearly 2 million in 1 day, which is definitely a pretty solid outcome. And if you want to learn how to make a Giga Robot farm, go watch the video on the left next.